So if you saw my last video, you're probably expecting me to be in Iceland now. As you can tell, probably I'm not. My flight got cancelled, so it was only going to be a short trip, and the replacement, which involved like a 15 or 16 hour wait, meant yeah, I ended up not bothering going. So I'm closer to home today, and I'm going to shoot my roll of Phoenix that I've got, which I shot back in Poland a few months ago in 35mm, but they've recently released it in 120. So I thought I would come up the road to Castle Acre Priory and whiz off a few shots, see how it performs. So it's quite a nice morning, and so far I think I'm the only person here, which is kind of cool. So yeah, stop yakking to you and get the camera out. So if you're unfamiliar with Phoenix, it's actually a sort of brand new film that they've produced rather than a rebadged Kodak Cine film or similar. And most people have discovered that to get good results out of it, just going down some steps, you really need to overexpose it a bit. So they rate it at ISO 200. I'm going to finish talking before I go up there. Yeah, they rate it at ISO 200, but most people think it's probably nearer to 125 or so. So that's what I'm going to meter at today. I'm also going to try and expose mostly for shadow areas if there's a bit of contrast in each shot. So hopefully should get some okay results. The other thing that it's quite notable for is halation around bright edges. So it'll be interesting to compare the 35mm to this 120 version to see how that looks, and also to see how much less grain you get with the 120, because the 35mm was quite grainy for a relatively low ISO film. So that's the history of Phoenix in a couple of sentences, and yeah, I had to go up some little stairs now. I'm going the right way. I've been here for a little while. Pigeons, eh? Can't trust them. Yeah, so you'll see that. I'll spin you around. So I'm up on this sort of balcony. The stairs I just came up and down there. And I think this door here then takes me inside. Close the door because of the pigeons. It's always like this room. It smells musty. But a very nice window, quite a nice fireplace, and through here another nice window and alcove. So yeah, I think I should be able to get a few shots in here. I'm fully expecting the windows to demonstrate the halation that I mentioned earlier. So we'll see. But yeah, I think probably grab a shot of this window and then the one through into the other room. I might need to switch to my wider lens. I recently picked up the 55mm for this camera, which is equivalent to 35 or so on 35mm. So yeah, see what happens. So I'm metering off the floor in here, and it's coming out at about 2 seconds. Obviously it's pretty dark, so it's pretty contrasty. It's going to be interesting to see what we end up with as regards window detail. But anyway, let's set this down to 2 seconds at f11. Okay. Shot done. And I think I'm going to pop into the other room and do something similar with the window that's in there. So I think, like the other room, I'm going to go for a fairly central composition. Obviously this camera shoots square format, so it tends to suit it quite well. I'm hoping this one might turn out a bit better actually, because there's kind of more interest around. So there's obviously this nice nice archway across the top of the frame. Shame about the little rope, but I won't move it, I'll be good. And there's a nice bit of light just casting on the edge of the window frame. I don't know if you probably can't make it out on here, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see if that comes out as well. So, yep, line up this shot and push the button. What do you call that? Pull the wire. So I've just done another shot here, looking up to the archway there, but with the focus on the LED in the windows. I may also, well, we'll see. I might go and redo the shot in the first room, because if you recall, I said it was 2 seconds. So I set 2 on the camera, completely forgetting that's half a second, not 2 seconds. So I don't know. Yeah, I've only got 12 shots. That's the problem with 120, but yeah, it's like 2 stops underexposed then. So I'm going to redo it. So before I head back outside, I thought I'd do a close-up of the lock on this big old chest. That might look quite cool. So I've just grabbed a quick shot looking down through this little archway tunnel type thingy. So I'm now going to move out into the more open area and see what I can file in the pile of old rocks. So I might see if I can just get an angle on this area of the priory, which has still got the roof on and stuff. Inside there is where I was a few minutes ago. Might come this way slightly, just so I can get the arches down towards the end there. We shall see. So the next shot I've taken is just looking along this little reed bed here, and incorporating the building that you can see in the background, which I think was the toilets. So that's nice. Probably all came out into this water down here. So I think for the next shot, which is possibly the last, I'll have to see, there might be one more. I'm just going to do a fairly simple view looking straight down the, I guess, the ruins towards the arch at the end, as you can see. So I'm just waiting for these 2 people to wander out of frame. Then I'll hit the button. So I think that's the film used up. I'm not sure I quite got 12 shots, so whether I accidentally caught the shutter release at some point. So I remember winding it on when I thought I already had, but I guess I'll find out when they come back. But before I head home, I'm probably just going to grab a couple of shots with the digital camera in case these didn't come out. And yeah, I guess thank you for watching this this quick video. I've got a few more trips planned coming up, so got a weekend in Brussels where probably going to take the film cameras, I think. After that, where am I going? Sweden. Going to Sweden instead of Iceland. So hopefully some nice forests and so on. And then Japan later in the year if all goes to plan. So if you haven't already, do feel free to give a like and click on subscribe and yada yada yada. And yeah, I'll catch you again soon. Bye.